Today I want to go over my fall wardrobe plan. As you know, I really love wardrobe planning and getting my thoughts into one area and kind of figuring out my color palette, outfit combinations, inspiration, and anything that I might want to add, so things I can add to my wish list. I find that it's such a helpful process in really cultivating personal style and then really allowing that to evolve over time. So you can lean into different things and really get creative with your overall expression. So I want to go through everything that I'm loving for fall this year. So let's get started. So like always, I love to start with inspiration, and I do this in a couple areas, but this year in particular, I'm doing that a lot over on Pinterest. I'm searching for things that I already have in my closet and then saving images, and then also extending that to smaller touches like styling, really focusing in on bags and how things are being mixed and matched together, and then a really strong focus also on like the beauty and jewelry element of it as a way to kind of round it all out. And then also for this fall in particular, I've loved getting inspiration from magazines again. I haven't purchased magazines in so long, but I got one to go through because I wanted that tactile experience and I wanted to kind of disconnect from the digital side of things and being able to just kind of allow my brain to wander as I flipped through images rather than go for a specific thing in mind when I go on Pinterest, for example. And then likewise, we're spending the summer in New York, so I was able to go into the city a couple times, and in doing so, be able to gather the inspiration around me in a very hands-on way. And getting things that are very real right in front of you, it's such an important part of developing your style, because I think you can be more authentic with what you're naturally drawn to. You're not being influenced by anything being fed to you through maybe an algorithm or your Pinterest homepage, and it allows you to kind of just tap into what's feeling really authentic. And that's been such a nice thing for me this summer in particular, and I'm really excited to carry that into fall. So once I've gathered inspiration, I'm not too strict with anything, but I like to kind of cap it at a point and go back through everything and start to pull out common themes. And this year in particular, there are a couple outfit combinations I'm excited to wear, but then also a couple key words. And when you're developing your personal style, understanding the words that kind of speak to how you want your aesthetic to come across, it's a really helpful way to give you searchable terms. So for me in my personal wardrobe, I tend to stick to the same ones, but for fall in particular, I'm really loving things that feel very chic, very minimal, but not too minimal. I'm loving a little undercurrent of romanticism, and I like that coming through in silhouettes, like a little bit of a puff sleeve, maybe a soft peplum, but then also in my color combinations, and then also things that are very, very classic, of course. I love that always, and having that timelessness is something I always strive for in my personal style. So when it comes to the color palette for my fall wardrobe, I'm sticking to what I have already and the colors that I've been so carefully curating the last couple years, and my personal color palette is pretty fluid throughout the year, but for fall in particular, I really, really love leaning into these really gorgeous burgundy colors, like the color of the pants that I'm wearing, and then matching that with things like gray, I think is so beautiful, and then also going for a lot of my navy. Black is such a staple of my wardrobe for all year, and especially during the fall and winter, but this year in particular, I'm really loving navy again and leaning into that and having fun with that within my personal style. So very much sticking to what I have, but experimenting with new combinations. So now I want to go over some of the key outfit combinations that I'm looking forward to re-wearing this year, and especially as you're wardrobe planning, pinpointing a couple combinations can help you get dressed really easily. That way you're not looking at your entire closet and feeling overwhelmed, but rather you know, okay, top, pants, and sneakers, that's something I love. And then you can mix and match within that. So for me this year in particular, I'm really loving sweaters and skirts. Where I live most of the year, it's very, very warm and it stays warm for a long time. So I can get away with that combination of sweater up top and skirt on the bottom. So I like to take advantage of that. And then you can easily move that within my personal wardrobe into the colder weather because I can add tights and tall boots. So I'm really looking forward to wearing that a lot. And then I'm also looking forward to tailored pants, a really cozy sweater, and sneakers. This is a combination that I always reach for, but it's a very functional, very practical combination and a very big part of my personal style day to day. And being honest about that side of your wardrobe can really allow you to get dressed so that you're not chasing this aspiration, but rather being functional and practical. And for your life day to day, those are essential in order to be able to feel great, even when you're doing really boring, mundane things. And then I'm also really looking forward to being conscientious about actually wearing my bags. I've gotten into the habit of just wearing a jacket. I've got this Barber jacket that I've had for a long time, and I put all my stuff in the pockets. And so anytime I need to go anywhere, I just grab my jacket. It's got my inhaler in it, it's got my headphones for the gym, it's got my wallet and anything I need. And so I want to get out of that habit and start using the bags that I have because I love them so much. And I want to actually get back into that because it's so easy to get into bad habits in a sense and not use your wardrobe. And I want to practice what I recommend all the time and actually utilize my clothing the way that I want to. And being mindful about pairing my bags with those simple combinations that I have, I think is going to be a really great way for me to get the most out of it. So to close everything out, I want to go over some of the finishing touches, and especially as you're putting together a head to toe outfit, these are the things that can really allow your personal style to come through, and they're also things that you can use to change up those really reliable combinations. So if you've been wearing the same sweater and pants for the past 8 falls or 8 years, you can definitely make that feel fresh again by changing up your jewelry, your bags, your makeup, and small touches like that. So for me in particular, this fall, I'm really looking forward to wearing a new perfume that I got and really leaning into actually wearing that every day, kind of like the handbags that I mentioned. And then I'm also really looking forward to having a little bit of fun with different hairstyles, pulling it up a lot. I'm really loving that ponytail, but then you kind of like braid the back part of it. And that's such a great way to show off the statement earrings that are really popular right now. And then I also really love that for kind of greasy hair, and when you're on like second or third day hair and you don't really want to bother with it, you can slick it back, wear a turtleneck, and it's definitely one of my favorites. And then the last thing that I'm really looking forward to is diamonds or faux diamonds, just adding a little bit of sparkle. It's something great for this time of the year because it feels a little festive, but then also you can wear a really basic outfit and you add some diamonds or faux diamonds and it feels a little bit more special. I'm really looking forward to that as well. So I hope that this is helpful, and wardrobe planning can be such an essential part of cultivating your style. So if there's any part of this process that feels overwhelming for you, or maybe you're just a little bit unsure, definitely let me know and I can definitely make another video all about it. And like always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Have a great day.